Hey there, and welcome back to Crystal Talks. It is Katie and Cynthia here. Today we are carrying on the topic of crystal shapes, and we're going to talk about points, spheres, palm, worry stones. Some really, really fun shapes, some of my favorite shapes to work with and use. So, Cynthia, tell us what the energy of these shapes are.
Well, let's start with points, and they come in a variety that includes, little towers, big towers, little bitty points. It also includes double terminated points, which, by the way, are wonderful for putting in roller bottles and doing your crystal aromatherapy that way. You knew I'd sneak that in, Katie.
I did,
Um,
I did.
Points serve to direct or focus your energy. They're a very versatile tool. They come in, because they're so popular, they come in many, many different sizes and shapes, if you will, but they're a great tool for amplification, for directing energy, harnessing energy. Katie will go into ways to use them, in a little bit. Spheres are another fun one. They're just what they say. This is a hemimorphite sphere, and I think it's gorgeous with its rawness. But they come in all sizes. There's big ones. There's little ones. I'm looking for. We have a set of chakra spheres those are 20 millimeter. So all different. You can get them in teeny tiny sizes too, and great big sizes. What a sphere does is it promotes harmony and it distributes the energy more evenly than a point does. It's good for fostering wholeness and connection. And then the last shape we're going to talk about today are palm and worry stones. Worry stones are great for carrying around in your pocket, and they just give you. This is a palm stone. Typically, it's a little bit bigger. Some people consider any of these little stones that you can carry in your hand or put in your pocket as palm stones. I like to differentiate with palm stone. I consider this bigger one a palm stone. Then you've got your other little shapes, and worry stone works entirely differently than a palm stone. While a palm stone is very comforting to have, and you get the energy of the crystal, and it has a nice, heavy, comforting weight. The worry stone has an indentation that you can rub your thumb over, and that's the comforting part that connects with acupuncture points throughout your body, and that's what starts those feel-good juices going. So I think that's an important distinction. Why the ones with the indentation in them for your thumb are should be differentiated from some of the other ones they're talking about. But palm and worry stones in general have a very comforting energy. It promotes relaxation, and they are wonderful for meditation, for bringing in a little calmness in your mind and connecting with the present moment, which is so important for awareness and truly getting the most out of life. Right, Katie?
Absolutely. I didn't know what you said about the palm and worry stones. And I think that's really makes so much sense, that little divot in the worry stones to kind of rub. Because as you're talking, I'm sitting here and I'm doing that anyway. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That gives you that like comforting. And especially if you are someone that is a little bit fidgety, or you have trouble calming your body and your mind, that's a tool, right? That's a tool to be able to kind of, when you're in meditation or when you're trying to relax, being able to just move your thumbs along that little divot can really support the nervous system calming down, the body calming down. And of course, you get those amazing energies from the crystal as well. So Really, really cool. Thank you for sharing that, Cynthia. Some of the best ways to use these different shapes, as we talked about the palm and worry stones, for meditation, for stress reduction, for calming and comforting energy, even creating that connection to the moment, right? Like I said, if you're a little bit spacey or fidgety or you can't quite get present, you can use those worry stones to kind of let your thumbs move around that little divot and bring yourself into the moment, kind of ground the energy down. So that can be really, really powerful. The spheres are great for connection. They could be a nice gift. They could be a nice centerpiece in your home, in your office to create more balance. I know I have a rainbow fluorite sphere that I keep on my desk to help me focus, to help for clarity when I'm working, when I'm trying to create things. So really a great shape for things like that. And then the points. The points are so powerful. And like Cynthia said, they come in so many different shapes and sizes and um, different variation of points. And so they're really, really great for directing energy, right? Directing, amplifying, focusing energy. So crystal grits, great for crystal grits because you're really kind of focusing that energy on your intention. Also really great for a Reiki practice or any kind of energetic healing practice. You can use it to support the direction of energy, the focus of energy to what you're working with in that moment. And of course, like Cynthia said, you can add it into your roller bottles, as an additional way to direct that energy every single time you use that roller bottle blend that you've created. So really great options to how to use these shapes. And you get to take the energy of the crystal that's nature's provided, right? And then amplify it and enhance it with these shapes when you use them. And you even get to use them as tools like the palm and worry stones for calming the body, calming the mind, really supporting you to achieve your intentions. Care for these shapes is really based on the crystal that it is, not the shape. You want to follow any care and cleansing instructions for that specific crystal, which every single video and blog post we put up on the site, we add care and cleansing information to as well. So you can always go to ewbms.com and search through the blogs of individual crystals to learn what cleansing and care is for each of those crystals. So we'll be back next week with another video about shapes. It'll be our final video about shapes. But stay tuned and learn about those last 3 shapes.